From the Stereo Sound Record Studios, your home for the best in unsigned and indie punk, rock, and metal. This is The Mosh Pit with your host, Wes Everett.
Kaya's Embrace, Motions.
She said, why are you still 1 hour away? I thought I told you, motherfucker, not today. Why do you always have to be so late? So late, so late. Baby, I'm so sorry that it slipped my brain all the time that I seem to find a slip so away. It's true, I'm calling on glue. I figured by now that you already knew. Gotta keep my head up high. Sometimes these feelings, they get the best of me. When all I need some peace of mind, I can't give when there's nothing left for me. But you expect it all the while. Chasing your love might be the death of me. I'm just going through the motions. I'm just going through the motions. Now if I tell you that I'm okay, I tell you that I'm just fine, when really I'm drowning, trying to find the light, but I won't lose sight. It's not always gonna work out right, when it's clear that I'm doubting the dreams that could change my life. So I don't think twice when I take a leap of faith. I close my eyes, and if I tell you I did, I'm just going through the motions. Gotta keep my head up high. Sometimes these feelings, they get the best of me. When all I need some peace of mind, I can't give when there's nothing left for me. But you expect it all the while. Chasing your love might be the death of me. I'm just going through the motions. I'm just going through the motions. Sometimes these feelings, they get the best of me. When all I need some peace of mind, I can't give when there's nothing left for me. But you expect it all the while. Chasing your love might be the death of me. I'm just going through the motions. I'm just going through the motions. Gotta keep my head up high. Sometimes these feelings, they get the best of me. When all I need some peace of mind, I can't give when there's nothing left for me. But you expect it all the while. Chasing your love might be the death of me. I'm just going through the motions. I'm just going through the motions.
Welcome to the Mosh Pit. It's your host, Wes Everett. I am here with my boys from Amin. What have you guys been up to other than some awesome freaking tour?
Oh, man, a bunch of stuff.
Let's hear it. Talk into the mic.
Talk into the mic.
What'd you have to do when you got back?
As soon as we got back, pretty broke, so pretty much all of us had to go back to work.
Instantly. Yeah, working.
Dude,
my crew was excited to have me back. They're like, you were gone for 2 weeks, man. I don't know what to do.
Yeah. But yeah, essentially, we're just kind of up to hopefully to get a little more studio time kind of going with our kind of personal stuff, and then take that out and go do actual real studio time. Mm-hmm. We want to make some stuff on our own, write some new music, pretty much.
Very cool.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. You know, for those of you who don't remember, we've had these guys in before, and they were just getting ready to go on tour. They were just setting everything up. Let's go down the line. Reintroduce yourselves to our wonderful fans.
Word. My name's Nick Shepard. I play lead guitar. Yeah, I had to clean my entire house because my cats destroyed it when I got back off the tour for a month. We were on the playground for a month, right?
Pretty much.
That's what we did.
Yep. Slides and swings.
I'm Mikey Banks, a.k.a. Mad Mikey. I play the drums, and I'm also a plumber by day. So, you know, if you got them plumbing problems, go ahead and let me know about them. You know, I'll take care of you.
Yo, it's Katie, Cal
Lay
Dobbs.
that pipe.
You know, I'm the bass player. I actually didn't join them for the entire month. Met up with them the last 2 weeks of the whole thing, but definitely excellent time out on the road.
We had to hire a bass player because you couldn't get off work.
Well, I mean, things happen.
Let's just say he got a good back still.
Sure do.
Yeah.
Them guys, I got to tell you,
Regular
introduce
digestion.
yourself. I'll tell you the dang story right after.
All right. I'm Malik Amin, lead singer, front man, hype man, whatever you call it. Since I got back, I'm also a server. I'm ready to get up out of there, so y'all help us blow up, please, so I can stop serving them folks. But go ahead and tell your story, Katie.
My profession is a mystery. So when I joined the guys, first day in Missouri, we were having a good time at the bar and everything, and I found out like after we done with the show, great show, showed up with a bunch of merch, sold a bunch of merch, got greeted like no other. The people out there are just amazing. They love music and they love new music, especially that's not like rock and roll type what they've heard before. Hair music. Like they don't really fancy that anymore, I guess. And they're like, "Oh man, you guys are great. It's a new sound. We like that a lot.
Welcome to St. Louis."
Everybody was like, "Welcome to St. Louis." I'm like, okay, it's down the road, ain't it? Anyways, we get ready to load out, and the band that we're on tour with, the way that they load things out was just interesting to me because it looked like they were breaking their backs the whole time. I'm like, y'all know y'all can just get a freaking dolly for that 500-pound subwoofer you're trying to put back into a
2 412 cabinets for no reason.
2 412 cabinets, one big huge Ampeg 810, but it's got wheels on it at least, so you don't have to worry about much.
And nobody thought to bring the hand trucks.
Yeah. So I'm talking to their roadie specialist. I'm like, dude, y'all don't have a hand truck or nothing? It's like, oh man, I'm like, don't you know that it would benefit a lot for your back? And I knew he had kids, so like, and it would also help you in the future, so you don't have to worry about being injured.
Yeah, hemorrhoids.
With your son. If you had a dolly, he goes, oh man, we just don't have one. I'm like, you know what? All right, listen, I'm gonna go to Harbor Freight tomorrow. That's right, Harbor Freight. If you hear me, we used y'all.
Yeah, Harbor Freight's
Harbor Freight. Y'all came through. Y'all came through for the win on this tour. So I'll go to Harbor Freight, pick up a $20 dolly. You know, just a regular moving dolly. Yeah. That's all you need. Come back up to the next show, and I was like, all right, boys, here we go. They're like, oh, no way, you were right. What? You came through. Man of your word. I'm like, what the heck? Like, it's about working safe. You know, you're not trying to kill yourself out here. You got to enjoy everything. You got to do it to where you're able to do it for the next show, and the next show, and the next show, and still be able to have fun throughout the whole dang time. Like, come on.
That whole work smarter, not harder goes a long way, and it's really simple things.
Yeah. It's kind of that saying, like, all boot and no cowboy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
It was definitely a journey, though, man. From the first night to the end was a journey.
Yeah.
So take us on this trip.
Whew. All right.
So where did y'all go first? Where'd y'all head out from Atlanta?
Long Island, New York.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all started in New York.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Two
Very
shows
cool.
back to back. First night, show was all right. You know, I think we had to get our nerves off. And again, we had another bass player, so he ain't really.
Yeah.
He was nervous too, but the show was cool afterwards. You know. All right, you know, you're on the band, you go stay at Rando's house. You know, that's just the thing. You go stay at random people's house. Well, this particular Rando, we're not going to say any names, but she was a little off her rocker, you know? Yeah, a little wild.
Just a little bit.
She said we killed her dog. So like, she wakes up in the morning and is like, can y'all take my dog to the vet, please? We're like, no, we got to be in Syracuse, New York in like 6-7 hours.
Yeah, this is
like,
what I did. I walked outside in the rain, the mist rain. I walked around the van. I made sure the windows weren't bust. The tires were good. I started it up. I closed the door. I walked back inside and said, all right, everybody, get your shit. We're leaving. and that's what we did.
she texts the guy and,
all
like,
kinds of shit.
crazy. She texts him like, "Y'all are pieces of crap. Y'all are worthless. Y'all killed my dog. Blah blah blah."
Crazy text.
So we're like, that dog ain't dead. Like, that dog ain't damn dead.
I'm about to say, just put it out there. The dog wasn't dead.
The dog
she let
is
us know
alive.
when
the dog
died.
needed water and then needed to go outside and pee.
That's
What
it.
was wrong with
It was
the
just
dog.
looking at her like, "Bitch, I'm hungry. Like, feed me."
Feed me and take me out on a walk.
So next day she texts and is like, "I want to apologize. This is how everybody. This is how you gonna know the dog is alive." She texts and is like, "I want to apologize. The dog is not dead. No wait, y'all didn't kill my dog. That was autocorrect. The dog did die, but they came and resuscitated my dog." Who is giving a dog CPR?
I don't know. I mean, pet vets maybe, but there was just too much to.
I said block her number now.
We had to go. We had to leave.
So on the next tour, y'all are
We're
preferred customers to stay there again?
I don't think we're going to hit up that list again.
Yeah, no, man.
We'll start the next Airbnb.
And then we go to Syracuse. Syracuse went to a place called Shifty's. It's like
Shifty.
the neighborhood looked like Hey Arnold almost. It was really cool. They didn't expect anything. They was like, "Y'all are performing here?" Basically just a neighborhood bar. People don't understand. They came, they showed us love. That was good.
I had a guy offer me $500 for the shirt off my back.
He wanted you, dog.
he wanted that shirt.
Yeah, I almost sold it to him.
You didn't make that sell. Why didn't you sell? You know you're
It
an
was the
entertainer.
red one. It was not this one. It was the red one.
You're an entertainer.
That
You're
shirt's-
supposed to entertain.
Nah, that's a cool shirt.
Especially when
Gotta
it comes
keep
with a
that.
price tag, $500 for the clothes on
I
your
told
back.
him 1,000. I said, "You give me 1,000, I'll give it to you." And he was like, "Whoa, that's wild, blah blah blah." I was like, "Hey, it is what it is. I'll sign it
How you
for
gonna
$1,000."
flex half more on that?
I didn't care. I mean, I did end up selling him one of the last first edition tie-dye Amin shirts that I made. So, he gave me $30 for that, actually he gave me 50. He paid me $50 for the shirt.
Yeah, he was a cool guy.
He was pretty cool.
Yeah, he came and before every show we went to the venue first to because we're new. They don't know us. They know.
Right.
They thought they were getting Sublime. We'll get into that later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it gets deep. It gets
Can we
deep.
talk about that?
Let's let the tour.
We'll
run
let him
out.
say. We'll
Yeah,
save that part.
We'll save
Hey,
it.
let's
So
let's wait until I.
Concrete super gun, why can't I?
So every place we go meet and greet the owners. They love us, the fans, and they're like, y'all will be here tomorrow? Yeah. So they would actually come and show up because we're nice people. So where did we go after Syracuse? Rhode Island?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
there
News
was
Cafe.
there was like a Virginia show and another show we
Paul
skipped on the
Tucky.
way there.
Rhode
and
Island.
straight after New York was Rhode Island.
And that's another. We went. They set the tour up so weird. We went from Georgia to Long Island to Syracuse to Rhode Island.
Rhode
Yeah.
Island, Philadelphia.
The reason why the tour was set up like that is because they're just backing off of the Incubus.
Yeah, they had to follow.
Yeah, we were
So a little background
10 minutes
information
from
on it
every
is
answer.
that Sublime with Rome bass player has a new band that we were touring with, and they wanted to have like that offside to it, so it was called a party. And so it was an after party that he was doing for himself, just to have a little bit of fun,
Eric
and maybe
Wilson.
make a little bit more money with it, or just fans off his new band.
Yes.
Mostly just fans off his new band because he's making money off his main gig and not having to worry about nothing else.
Pretty much.
Makes sense.
Rhode Island was a cool show. We get to Philly. Philly was amazing.
Dobbs on South Street.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
But Ohio, Akron, Ohio.
Ohio was bumping.
Shout out to Rachel, Tristan, Corinne, Ray,
Yeah.
Ricky, whoever else we met up there.
The matinee.
The
Steve,
matinee,
too.
Steve, Leah, God, what was Hayden Gilbert? All those people up there, man.
Hayden Gilbert and the Ruckus, definitely check them out.
They showed us so much
The Bluegrass?
love, man.
The dude with
Dude
the
with
light
the
up shoes.
Light up shoes.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
They were cool. The whole venue, they loved us. That was the first
Definitely
sold out show
unique.
of the tour. Sold out. People in there basically shoulder to shoulder. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was sold out for sure.
The
But
Aqua
We got
Dolls were
there
at
the
that
day
party,
before.
too.
We played their open mic, and then the next night, we spent the night at a friend's house there. Then the next night, we headlined that show because they allowed us to close it out.
Hmm.
So yeah,
They had no PA. Basically, they didn't have anybody set up. They was just like, let's just plan a tour and whatever happens, happens pretty much. But anyway, where did we go from Ohio? Michigan.
Michigan, the
Awesome.
boat,
The boat
bar.
bar.
Oh
in
my
Michigan.
God, Michigan was awesome. That was a great show. We went on a boat. Me and Shep is on the boat first, and the boat starts to sink.
Oh man, we
And I
almost
don't-
went underwater.
I don't do boats, especially for that. So I'm like, oh damn, I'm finna die.
That was a fire night. Almost got in a fight with that guy who threw the book, the
Through
ledger.
the book, he did.
He
The
almost
book.
got
Through the
almost
book.
got it.
Through the book,
Through the
bro.
book.
Some little punk kid just like, oh, and Shep was like, first of all, you're on whatever.
Yeah,
you know?
there was that's the thing we saw on the road. A big deal is people doing cocaine And it
Everywhere.
is terrible.
Everywhere.
They're just like handing out like anybody need a bump before I leave. Like it's like it's
like water.
candy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
like come on, like bro, you're ruining your life. I've had my own experience, and it takes every fucking thing from you.
Mm-hmm.
Everything you have, it'll take it from you. You do not fuck around with that shit. Don't put stuff in your nose other than air and smell of barbecue. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And then we stayed at a random person's house that night too, and that was cool. They were all, I think they were more on shrooms in Michigan
Oh
though.
yeah.
We had a
We
fire
stayed
party.
at a vet's house. Yeah.
Yeah, and we got linked up with some bikers who had now got our back when we go to Michigan. So shout out to y'all.
Yeah.
Man. Where did we go from Michigan? What was after Michigan? Missouri?
Kansas.
Kansas, in the
Congo.
middle
Boy.
of nowhere.
This is
Ryan's
what made no
Public
sense
House.
right here. We went from Michigan, had to drive all these states to get to Kansas, and then after Kansas, where we go? Right back the
St.
way we came to
Charles.
play
Backtrack.
Illinois and Missouri. And
To
Missouri.
Rebar.
I mean,
Yeah, it was Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, then Arkansas.
Then Arkansas. Good vibrations. That was a fun place.
Kansas,
That was good.
the vibes were cool at Kansas. The venue is really dope. What's it called? Ryan's Public House or something like that?
That
Yeah.
was in Kansas.
There's
yeah.
no
That was
benches
Tonganoxie,
or
Kansas.
there's no chairs. It's like this set up in there. So you're sitting, you're lounging in the venue. It's really
That's
cool.
yeah.
Go to Missouri. Oh, got to tell you, we go to Rhode Island. It's a media shower. So we're outside after the show. We're sleeping in the parking lot, being a band, you know. We're in the parking lot watching the media shower, smoking weed, chilling. A cop pulls up. And he's just like,
He kicked out the first two people and then let us stay in.
yeah. He's
Like
like-
he's kicking people out as he came through the park, and then we talked to him, and he let us spend the night there.
and he's like, what are y'all doing? We're like watching the media shower. So he sat there for 5 minutes and nothing came by.
Oh, there was nothing.
That was hard, but there were a
Cops
bunch
stood up
of
there,
them.
like all five of us looking up in the sky, and just nothing happening.
Yeah, we're just laying down next to the van on the concrete.
Yeah.
Chilling, sleeping in the parking lot. He's like, just don't play no music. Y'all are good to go.
Yeah,
I legit slept on asphalt that night.
Yeah.
yeah, it was great.
He
But-
probably thought y'all were incapable of actually driving away.
I was. I
Oh,
drank
yeah, he
way too
passed
much
out.
that night. I drank a lot.
Yeah, and you almost laid in your piss.
But I don't care. I didn't care. I didn't care.
It was a puddle about the size of this. And if you see the
It
picture,
trailed
bro.
down to us.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Then all the cops on the tour were actually really cool to us.
Oh, we messed
We
with
were,
cops.
what was it, Missouri, where the cop pulled up at the gas station and was like, y'all need to get out of here.
Yeah, rebar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was like,
He was looking out for us.
y'all got to go. There's
It's-
1% of biker gangs.
Yeah,
Y'all got to
there's
go.
two campgrounds. He said if you go to the one on the left, like the far side of the lake, I can't help you over there. If you go there, they'll shoot at me. But if you go to this other one, I can actually come over there if anything happens. Because apparently the 1%ers run back and forth and they do whatever they want and stay in campgrounds and stuff. So you can't do nothing about it. You know.
Yeah.
Then he bought us firewood and was like,
Yeah, he bought us some firewood. Are we
There
gonna
you go.
finish the whole story about him? He had a freaking booger hanging out his nose.
Oh yeah. He just had this one just perfect
I don't know
little
what he
green
did.
booger hanging out of his nose.
He sure
and
as hell did the whole time
the
he
whole
talked to
time.
us. And I felt so bad when I went into the gas station. He like pinched my arm and was like, "You guys have a good time," and I was like, "Man."
Man, just get that booger. Get that booger off.
And I wanted to wanted to say it, but
Did it flap when he breathed? Did
Yes.
that little...
oh, yeah, definitely.
it was huge, man. He must have went in and like dug around, but he got something, but he left a little bit. Because when I first saw him, he didn't have it, and then when I went in the gas station, he come out. It was just, I was like, "Dang, bro." But you know how it is.
You know he had that hole. He got in his car and he caught a glimpse of himself and he's like,
Those sons of bitches.
I don't know if I had that.
Not a single one of them told me.
Yeah, I bought them firewood and they
And
just let me walk around with a
I gave him
booger.
$7.80 in firewood. Swear to God.
So then we go, so Missouri, you came
I
Missouri
came
so,
from
That's
Missouri.
when he showed up in Missouri.
that night.
They played 6 shows without me.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you could
That's-
you could tell the difference because when he first got there,
Absolutely.
the band before us was like a cover whatever band. We get on there, the crowd's loving us. But the bodyguard for Spray Out, well, Eric Wilson, he loved us too. But he always would come up to us afterwards like, something's just off, something missing. I'm like, yeah, it's my bass player. Wait till he gets here. He shows up. He was like, yeah,
There it is.
yeah.
There it is.
We get it. That's the missing piece.
Yeah, shout out to my man Jarrett running for Eric Wilson.
Yeah,
Jarrett was really cool. He was a cool dude.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we go from there and we go to Arkansas.
No, we go to the studio.
That's
Illinois.
Arkansas's good
Illinois.
vibration. The studio.
That's right.
Yeah.
Illinois was amazing as well. That crowd was crazy.
Yeah, Illinois was really good.
That was a good crowd.
Yeah, artsy.
But something about the Midwest started to become a trend.
Mm.
We stopped getting paid.
Yeah.
Every show, we
Good
stopped getting
vibrations.
paid.
We didn't get nothing.
We
Reno's
we
Chop
actually
Shop,
didn't. We didn't get paid in
nothing.
Michigan, did it? Either did
Spring Tavern, we didn't get nothing.
we? Nothing.
No, we didn't get paid.
We got paid at Spring Tavern because we were cool as shit and everybody loved us.
Merch.
We
merch.
sold so much before we even went on stage. We sold a lot of merch
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
because
Yeah.
we were just hanging out, being cool, introducing ourselves.
The
Sign.
day before we showed up and hung out with everybody there. And they're
Yeah,
like,
Spring Tavern.
man, I really wish y'all could play tonight. I'm like, we do too, but, we ain't got everything here.
They
so.
set
Signing
it.
autographs and everything.
They
was
set
sick.
it up just like Sublime was going to be there. Like the bar owner was under the understanding that Sublime and with Rome was going to perform, and they put up fences and had
They had barricades set up. They hired.
probably
they
double,
hired
triple
They
their
bought
alcohol.
shirts.
They bought shirts for
They
the
bought
staff.
shirts for the
that
staff.
you
No, they
said
had
on
them
the
made.
back.
Yes.
They made.
Like
I
made
worked
that said
security.
Sublime with Rome on the
Yes.
shirt.
Oh, wow.
They were projected 1,500 people.
That's what they.
There was a lot of
thought.
people there, but like as soon as we got there,
How many? do you think? 300?
I think 300.
I think it was like
400.
350.
Somewhere in there. It was a lot of people, bro.
It was
One
a
of-
killer night.
one of my
best
habits on
nights.
this tour was like I would show up and meet the sound guy, start talking because we had other drummers and we were backlining drum kits.
Yeah.
Well, I met the sound guy in spring and we started talking and he was like, "Oh yeah, cool. So I'll be sound checking 4 bands tonight." I was like, "No, it's 3." Well, I got my band, you guys, Spray, and Sublime. I was like, "Sublime's not playing, bud.
Yeah,
This is an after party. It's not them playing."
Every
Oh, bro.
venue thought that though.
They wrote off that Sublime
And-
thing.
Yeah, and so whenever they would go and perform, and this is the trend, and we would sit back and watch. So we would perform, the crowd's going crazy, cool, we're selling merch. They would go to perform, they're expecting Sublime.
Yeah.
So people
And
were
Spray,
like,
Spray Allen don't sound nothing like Sublime.
at all.
No,
At
it's
all.
different.
And so they're like,
There's no reggae vibe at all.
where's Sublime? Where's Sublime? Then people would start walking out.
Yeah.
We're
And they're paying $15, $25 ticket to get in these bars.
yeah.
Are they getting refunded?
No.
Or
No.
are they just,
As far as
no.
I know,
No.
I don't know.
I don't. Yeah,
Hey,
maybe
look,
after we left.
look, the best thing you can put on any ticket, on any poster, on any flyer, on any promotion
No
thing
refund.
is card subject to change.
Okay.
That's it right there.
Card subject to change.
It was-
you can see it.
Great marketing strategy, but at the same time, it was a lie. Literally every place we went to. Now, Rome did show up. Rome and Carlos, they showed up sometimes. The photographer for Incubus showed up. You know,
3 shows or so, but
Something
those
like-
guys weren't going around saying, "I work for Incubus," blah blah blah.
no,
you
like
know what I'm saying?
only
No
we
one-
thought they were cool. You know,
I think I saw the Aqua Dolls twice. They showed up to a couple parties.
Gabe would actually perform with them. Gabe,
the trombone
shout out to you,
player.
Gabe McNair is
Gabe
the man.
McNair. He played with No Doubt, and he toured with Sublime in the '90s, trombone and everything.
okay.
He's sick.
Awesome.
He's so cool.
trombone player.
So Midwest stopped getting paid. So now all of a sudden, you know, now tensions are starting to get high. So we go to Arkansas, and Eric Wilson loved hanging out with us. He loved hanging out with us. He would always come. He would talk, hug us. We even got invited to his hotel room to take a shower.
That was right after
His
he met
hotel.
me.
Literally.
After he met me.
We got to go take a shower.
This dude was so cool.
They didn't. So
Pray didn't get invited
No.
to go do that.
So-
We don't know where they were going, but
that's true.
you know,
We got invited, shit. But anyway, we're not getting paid. So we're like, hold on now, like, you know, but all right, we're going to thug it out. So the lead singer, all of a sudden, we're on the way to Arkansas. We see a video on Instagram. Lead singer blows his tour funds on $500 Versace shades.
Cognate souls, everything is alright.
Tonight we go out and we'll play our favorite games. Forget everything that's on our minds like that was yesterday. Yeah. We're gonna have some fun and act all insane. Cause whatever will be there tomorrow, but tonight it's you and me. See now this time is special, can't let it go to waste. We can't step away from the pressure, come on, let's get away. Cause everything is alright, and everything is okay, and everything is perfect for us tonight. Forget the pain and the stresses for now, they ain't gotta be there. There'll be smiles and laughter all around, maybe dancing on the ground. No, the sun is in the air now. Gonna claim tonight to be good, and we should do everything we can. Drive to a spot we don't know, maybe a show, drop money on drinks tonight, we don't care now. See now this time is special, can't let it go to waste. We can't step away from the pressure, come on, let's get away. Cause everything is alright, and everything is okay, and everything is perfect for us to have tonight. My phone is off, silent wanted a trick for me, baby. Ain't taking calls, I got something special in front of me, yeah. No game is on, the clock is ticking on the moment right here now. This room is all I care about, I ain't got no other fears. Everything is alright, and everything is okay, and everything is perfect for us to have tonight. See, everything is alright, and everything is okay, and everything is perfect for us to have tonight.
doing like TikTok videos of him walking through the mall like a big douche.
That's the promotion.
But he can't pay us.
And he can't shoot us $100 a show. $100.
$100.
That's all we wanted per show. That's all we said.
And that's still screwing us. You can't.
Yeah, that's $20 a person per night.
Come on.
Yeah.
And then it gets worse. So we're in Arkansas
But
chilling.
we agreed to that.
We
but
did.
we didn't get it.
Yeah.
Is why I'm pissed.
Yeah.
So
we're chilling. We're chilling in Arkansas again. Eric Wilson's chilling with us. Melvin's sitting there with us. The dog, you know.
Yeah.
He's coming up. Hey Eric, look at my shades. Hey Eric, look at my shades. Look, look,
they're just,
Eric.
like, trying to copy
look,
Eric Wilson.
Look, Eric. Look, Eric. And Eric's just ignoring him. It's like, first of all, grow up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are going to all these venues, and I'm not here to bash. We're gonna be here to educate other bands. You know what I'm saying? But we got to tell the truth of what happened.
Yeah.
They're going to
Yeah,
these
no shit.
venues. They're being dicks to the owners. They're being
They
dicks
help
to the
move
fans.
chairs.
Like, but then all of a sudden it's
But not Eric.
Not
Eric Wilson
Eric.
is not.
no.
Wilson's
Eric
not
has
present
nothing
for
to
him.
do with it,
So,
really.
nothing
He
to do
comes
with
in
this.
after playing the huge amp with Sublime with Rome on a Sprinter bus, gets walked straight up to the stage, picks his guitar and plays. When he gets done, he don't touch anything else.
He just leaves.
It's all they were like forcing out what they were supposed to be doing on us, like,
Kinda,
and then acting like we're not going to give you the $100 because Nick, decided I'm not going to bust my ass for fucking nothing. So, and the rest of the band, they're like, my band, they're still going to do it. And I was like, that's fine with you. I'll move all my gear, and y'all help them move, and if y'all feel that way. But it has nothing to do with me because I had a confrontation with him, and I talked to Mr. Daniel Lawner, whatever his fucking name is, at the bar about the stuff, and he said that I hadn't done anything. I bought them a fucking 57 mic. I spent over what
Yeah,
they
it's
gave me to go.
57.
I took my vehicle and drove it and bought them a mic, bought them an extension cable, and a fucking a power strip.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Out of my own pocket. That he had no clue, but he had the audacity to say I hadn't done anything. I followed these fuckers across the United States
come on, bro.
and helped move their stuff.
11,000 miles.
11,000. We should have figured it out how they were.
Yeah.
The very first night, the backup bass player, he first met Eric Wilson, and he's like geeking out. Of course, makes sense, right? Lawner goes, "Are you going to be like that the whole fucking tour?"
Yeah. He's a douche,
Bro.
So
Eric was cool. Lyle was cool.
Yeah.
Punch.
So
let's make that clear.
Lyle
There's
was their-
arrogance and then there's talent.
Yes.
Yeah. They had a fill-in drummer. The actual drummer for Spray Allen, I don't remember his name, but he's the drummer from Unwritten Law.
Okay.
If you remember that band?
Yeah.
And so I don't know why he couldn't do the tour, but they had this guy named Lyle Riddle, my man in Cali. Lyle.
Shout out to you, Lyle.
Boy, he's mean on the drums, and he's the hookup man. He's the good.
That
He's
cool
the guy to go
cowboy hat.
see.
Yeah.
He rocks some cowboy boots playing drums, like white, bright, fancy cowboy boots. He
I
rocks
watched
it.
this man perform 3 songs back to back standing up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kicking his drum,
Yeah.
putting he
Oh,
kicked
he
a
was
hole in his
thrashing.
drum. Like, man, it was nuts. The other two though, there's two in that band that's just like they put a really bad taste in my mouth. After the show with, he got on right now in Austin. Antone's. Cool venue. And it all started because we had our merch set up first. I hear that's always a big argument where merch is supposed to be set up.
This show is right after Spring Tavern. After we had to
killed
tell them that they weren't showing up with Sublime. Sublime was not showing up to this show. After that, it's Antone's show.
Antone's and Austin.
This is where Shep had the altercation.
Yeah.
Just
Well, I had to. I mean, I just, I couldn't just keep biting my tongue. Some bitches only so long.
Yeah. Rightfully so. But he comes up and he's like, "Can y'all move y'all stuff over for merch?" And Shep's like, "No."
Fuck
Straight
no.
up, no.
I set my table up before you did, and before I got here. They got here. They did get there before us because they drove that whole entire night. Probably because they're putting shit up their nose.
Yeah.
Because
That
I
helps.
couldn't keep up, but it does help. But either way, I'm just saying, like, I'm not about that lifestyle anymore, ever really. But I'm just saying, like, that's not.
And then he snapped. He was like,
Yeah.
No. You know what?
I
As a matter of
remember,
fact,
it's like,
we need
me
to
and
talk.
Me and you need to talk.
And I was like, and all I'm thinking is trying to be the fucking peacemaker here. I'm like, fuck, here we go.
Yeah.
I knew it was coming though, because I could see his fucking head turning red, the steam coming out his ears. I was like, please, just hold it. He couldn't. But to me, I think it was. I could be wrong. Y'all are my band too. Y'all can probably vouch. Jealousy. Spring, Texas, there was 300 people. We had our merch table right here. Their merch table was right there where that mic is.
Like right across from us.
We're
me to
face
you.
to face.
You're them,
The
we're
crowd
right.
has to walk in
Merch.
between us.
This is
We had a
your
party
show,
going on
right?
over here.
This is your show, but people are here, coming to our table, our merch table, and hanging out. We're signing autographs, bro. We
We're
sold
signing
like
autographs.
10 shirts
People
before the
bringing
show.
back shots. People bringing back beers. They just want to hang out with us.
Yeah,
We're
we
getting
signed
pictures
like
taken with us
6
the whole
shirts.
time.
Yeah, bro.
We're signing shirts. They're putting shirts on, coming back, getting their pictures taken.
Everybody's
This is
already
before we
wearing our
play.
stuff.
Yeah.
And it happens right after we play too.
My son, I love this shirt. They're calling their friend, hey, come out and check out these bands. Come out and check out these people.
Yeah,
come
they
up here,
killed
come
it.
up here. And it's just, after that, I was like, yeah, something ain't right. So then we do the Texas show. And after that Texas show, maybe we should have left and went back home, which probably would have been the best thing. But we go to Arizona, and Arizona was cool. We did an acoustic set on the
Melt
inside
Lounge.
at the Melt Lounge.
Lounge.
Man, that was the most weed I think I've ever smoked in my life.
The grinds.
It was a
place.
reggae festival.
Urban
It's the
Grinds.
Urban Grinds.
I went back
And
to the hotel. I was like,
They
I'm
had
just gonna
kava
go take a
drinks,
nap. Y'all do
like
what y'all
that flour that like
Yeah.
eats you up or whatever stuff, like kratom and stuff, kratom drinks.
Man.
I didn't take any, but
it was a party Snoop would have had fun
should
at.
have.
Snoop, Wiz, they're put like this. They're walking around and they're like, "Your hand's empty. Here you go."
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're walking around with a joint this big. They had these like vapor bags.
The volcano bags.
Yeah.
I hit it and I passed out in the chair. Next thing you know, I'm waking up to a joint this big. I'm like, okay, all right.
Yeah, there was a serious like 2-pounder extendo motherfucker there, like a real tall boy joint.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Then what was after
was
Arizona?
crazy.
Utah. Then after that,
Murray,
it
Utah.
Ice House.
kind of went
Utah
downhill, bro.
sucks.
Utah, we performed in front of we performed in front of 6 people, like literally 6 people. Oh, we gotta go back. We gotta go
I
back.
like that
We gotta go
one
back to
shirt.
Arkansas.
Yeah.
So we're in the campground in Arkansas.
Oh.
So look, we're at the campground, right? We're at Arkansas. The Midwest is not for. I mean, if you in the Midwest, be in the city part, but on the outskirts, for people of minorities, stay away. I'm just gonna say that now. We at the campground chilling, and I go to the bathroom. This lady's like, "Hi," overly happy. I'm like, "Okay, cool." All right. So I'm walking back, and she's, "Hi." I'm like, "All right, it's getting a little creepy here." We go to the campground. We're just sitting there chilling. Did one of y'all start playing the guitar?
I started playing guitar.
Yeah. So she walks up and she's like, "Y'all are a band, huh? I think y'all are a band." You know what? I just gotta say it. It feels so good to see more colored people around here. I was like, but this idiot over here.
I'm inside the van. I just got out the shower. I got into the van. I was
She
like
was
getting
afraid
stuff
for
ready.
me.
And then Shep over here.
And she was like, when I said that, she realized how racist what she just said was.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh no, I don't know about that." But I was like, I couldn't stop laughing. I laughed at her the whole time.
"Oh my god."
It was so funny.
Yeah. Oh, and so we're in Utah, and we decide that we want to go to a campground.
Oh,
We're in the middle of nowhere in Utah. we
yeah.
pull over. I don't know why. I thought it was a good idea
Oh, God,
for my black ass to get out. There's a random white lady just walking
With a flashlight,
Flashlight.
yeah.
It's pitch black, bro. There's no
There's
street
nothing
light,
around.
nothing.
Remember this.
I hop out
Already
the
walked down the street.
I hop out the car and I'm like, "Hey," she's like, "Ah!" I was like, "Look, I promise, we're cool. We're cool. We're in the band. We're just trying to find a campground."
There's more of you over there? Oh my god!
Yeah, that's exactly what she said. She's like, keep shining the light, whipping the light back and forth. There's more.
Then one of the first she says she's like, "I'm married," like that. And she
Yeah.
said
Yeah, she did. So then she goes, I was like,
Married, no.
we're just looking for a campground, and I was like, "So is Utah cool with weed, you know?" And she's like, "Honestly, no. I would wait till you get out of Utah, and also, you better watch out for them dudes with multiple wives." I was like, "What? What does that have to do with anything?"
Utah's a whole nother country, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Dude, it was weird.
And then so we perform at Utah in front of like 6 people,
Yeah,
which was
House.
whatever.
Was that where the salt flats were?
Yes.
That was
Coming
the best
out
part
of
about
there.
Utah. The salt flats were real pretty.
Yeah. It's probably not the best part of the
The
whole
best
tour.
part about
Sure.
The best
Utah
part of the
was
Utah.
going to the salt flats and leaving.
Doing a
Yeah.
donut, skirting out.
We stayed out there
Oh,
for
yeah,
like maybe
donut.
10, 15 minutes. We were just like
The
just
ground
walking
is
around
salt.
for a little bit.
I mean, it
Yeah.
tastes like salt. I seriously.
Oh,
did.
yeah,
It
salt.
was salt. It was just a salt ground.
Straight
we were like
salt.
right by what's the salt company that's got the little girl with the umbrella
Morton's.
on it? Morton's.
Yeah.
We were right down the road from there. We passed by. I took a picture on the way. I
It's
was
bright-
like,
it's
I
bright
know
as
what that
fuck.
is. You can zoom in, you can see it. It's
Oh, by the
sweet.
way, if you're a Blues Brothers fan, we passed by Joliet Prison, like the actual Joliet Prison.
Oh, that's
up in
cool.
Illinois.
Yeah.
That shit, I was nerding out because I was just like, that's it, that's Joliet. That's where Jake walked out of prison.
Like he's like, we should stop and go on a tour. I'm like, no.
I don't know about y'all, but it would be really cool to
Go tour this jail.
It's on a mission from God.
Exactly.
You already got the shades, man.
You're already halfway there.
We go from Utah
Sunnyvale,
to
California.
San Francisco. We go camp in Northern California, and that was beautiful, dude. That night, the stars were.
Lily Max.
It was cold as hell though that night.
Oh,
We
so-
were
Yeah.
basically cooking coldly in the
we
emus.
ca- we
In the
found another
Tahoe National
campsite.
Forest. We
Yeah.
froze.
Yeah.
Malik, I just don't know how you survived the entire night.
I'm the real one.
I was the one that
Alright,
slept
look.
in. I slept in the van, and
We
these
already-
guys outside in hammocks.
Earlier on,
Yeah.
when we got, like, I think it was around Arkansas.
It got
area,
cold
We
as
went and
shit.
got some
It did.
hammocks, and then we could just use hammocks instead of having to get a tent. Because, I mean, what's better than a tent? A hammock. What's better than a bed? Well, I mean, if you got a choice, a hammock.
I put my ass in that bed.
If you got a choice to, I mean, yeah.
No, between the ground or the chair, the
Yeah.
hammock.
The
It's a
hammock,
hammock.
yeah.
The hammock.
So
Definitely.
So we got a hammock, so we can just tie up and we're good to go. We get out to this freaking campsite. It's dark.
It's night. It's
It is
pitch.
super dark. You can't see nothing. All you can hear is the cars going by on the interstate and the wind that's just brushing through really fast.
Bruh.
yeah,
So we set up, and out of nowhere, like I think it had probably been maybe 3 o'clock in the morning because we all got set up around like 11 o'clock. And about 3 o'clock in the morning is when I kind of woke up. I'm in my hammock. I wake up and I hear something go, tick, tick, and it's sap falling. I hear something like creeping through the forest. I'm like, what the heck is that? It was Shep. Shep got out of his and got into the van. He got into the front
Hell
seat of
yeah.
the van.
I'm sleeping in the
I
van,
froze
dude.
to
So right before he got up, I got up and I put another pair of pants on and I put some
I did
socks
that
on.
too.
Then I went right back outside and I went to sleep
I tried. I got
Until-
up once and did the same thing.
until he woke me up again. I was like, oh.
Because I was freezing
Like-
definitely then.
He slams the door shut. And I can hear it go inside. I'm like, whatever.
Hell yeah.
I'm still staying here.
Dude, I
So-
was sitting in the van and I just hear the door wide open and Shep was just like, can I get a blanket, man? It's freezing.
Oh, did
So
man.
about an hour and a half passes by, and I have had enough of this coldness. So I get up and I go to the van too. I get into the passenger seat, the back side. I get up and it's like, hey, I'm just gonna go to sleep in here. Nobody really moves. I'm like, all right, cool. Close the door. I get in. Then I go to sleep. I'm dead asleep. And apparently 30 minutes later, I get hit, but I didn't know it because I was dead asleep. I got hit because Malik got it finally because he's had enough. He finds out that we're all in the van sleeping.
I was like, fuck. they done stole my spot. I'm in there shivering, but the other campground, because they were all moving, so I'm like, fuck, we're in North California. I know it's bears out here. At the other campground, raccoons stole our peanut butter. Raccoons,
legit?
bro,
Took
raccoons
the
stole our
whole
peanut
thing.
butter.
It was 3 of them. I
Left-
kept shining a light on them, trying to get them to go away. And they never went away until they finally got it open. I was like, what is that? And I look over and I'm like, something's red. I'm like, I'll figure it out in the morning.
Left the evidence and everything. You just see a whole little claw mark in the lid. It's open. I guess it was too sticky. But that night, I kept sleeping like this. My stepmom's from Morocco, so they wear like Moroccan dresses kind of thing. It's comfortable shit. So I was in there just freezing. So I was like, all right, bet. I got to go to the van and get some clothes. I look in there. I'm like, I see somebody in the driver's seat and the passenger seat. I was like, hold up. What the fuck going on? Then I see somebody laying in the back. I was like, all right, damn. Reach over, smack Kyle in the face. I think I hit somebody in the front.
I didn't feel shit.
It might have been on purpose a little. I was like, motherfuckers took my spot. But anyway, we leave there. We go to San Francisco, basically Sunnyvale.
Yes.
First of all, we're in traffic for an hour and 12 minutes. California traffic is asshole.
It's no
Worse than
joke.
Atlanta?
Hell yeah.
It's
no
almost
joke.
as bad as New York.
Everywhere you go.
It's
almost as bad as New York.
horrible.
They've got like 9 or 10 lanes all in one direction.
That don't move.
They don't go nowhere.
Not really.
Ancient. So we're there and we're headed. The show in San Francisco was cool.
El Amin, Ganja.
Now rolling past racing, now we've entered our zone. Mean Green gave me birthday cake. Give me buzz, don't give me shade. No joint, no blunt, man, it's okay. Stop that bomb, my friend. Pass me the ganja. Let's get high. I'm not a rock star, but I like to fly. Oh, we can do this all day. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, pass me the ganja. Oh, now we're smoking, choking, 'cause the herb was too damn strong. I thought he was joking when he was rolling a 5 blunt extendo. Now I'm snoring, ignoring, and passed out on the floor. And when I woke in the morning, all my food was gone. Whoa, pass me the ganja. Let's get high. I'm not a rasta, but I like to fly. Oh, we can do this all day. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, pass me the ganja. Whoa. Pass me the ganja, pass me the ganja, pass me the ganja. Pass me the ganja, pass me the ganja, pass me the ganja. Pass me the ganja, pass me the ganja, pass me the ganja. Hey, hey. Now I'm snoring, ignoring, I'm passed out on the floor. And when I woke in the morning, all my food was gone. Pass me the ganja. Hey, let's get high. I'm not a rasta, but I like to fly. Oh, we can do this all day. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, pass me the ganja. Hey, oh, hey, 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 hey. Pass me the ganja, pass me the ganja, pass me the ganja. Pass me the ganja, pass me the ganja, pass me the ganja. Pass me the ganja, pass me the ganja, pass me the ganja. Hey, 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 hey. And was like, no, y'all need to take those down right now. Sublime Aroma is not coming. So the owner's like,
The owner there, he was cool as shit though.
let us party
Does.
upstairs and
He
everything.
probably had 100 guitar
Oh, the
pedals, on
pedals,
the ground.
dude.
Yeah.
This
he
dude
lived
had.
upstairs. Yeah, go.
He just jammed upstairs with guitars and pedals and.
It's
oh
a
my
whole
God.
studio upstairs.
It was neat.
He's
Go-
got like 5 different amps up there, and it's like maybe 12 pedal boards, all completely
Quite a few.
stacked out.
And everything's connected to everything, so he can turn anything on whenever he wants.
There ain't
Like,
no,
it is
let me
just-
run this extra chord.
Oh no, he's
No.
just like, oh, you want this one?
You
You
need
want this
There
one?
you go. Everything's already set up. Like 12 different guitars and basses already ready to go.
Yeah.
Bought up a whole bottle. Was like, try this whiskey. Y'all can have it for the night. Man, we were lit.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
We leave there. Come to find out, so we kept trying to plan to go to an Incubus Sublime concert the whole time. That was the whole whatever.
like on the downtime, because there was shows that we didn't have any shows while they were playing. So it's like we can stop and then watch them perform, and then just go to the next.
Yeah.
Well, the chance we were supposed to go, they didn't tell us. We just went straight to Eric Wilson's house. When we went to Eric Wilson's house, we were supposed to go to Irvine, California to go see Incubus and Sublime play. Yeah. That's where everybody was. So we just went to Eric Wilson's house thinking like...
We showed up, and he wasn't even there.
Yeah, he wasn't there.
We were just hanging out at Wilson's house without him.
Wow.
Yeah, he didn't care. I mean, there. I don't know. Remember the other guy? What was that guy's name?
Sammy, his buddy. So like Wilson.
Yeah, we
he's
bought
got
him
friends.
some pizza.
Yeah, they just he's got friends that just jam in his house. Just
they have practice there.
Yeah, they just practice and they're just buddies with Wilson, so they go do it.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, Wilson's a cool dude, man.
oh, he's awesome. Beautiful Cali ranch, dude. I mean, it's
It's
massive.
neat. The Rainbow Mountains is how we called it, right?
Something like
so.
that. There's an oasis down in there and everything. I mean, it's pretty.
Dude, that's awesome. Sounds like you guys had just a hell of a trip.
Oh,
Just-
it gets worse.
Cruise around in his Jeep.
It gets worse.
Haven't heard
The
we're on last day
there's
now.
one-
last
day.
You got
Last
good, you got
day.
some
It's
bad,
always the
you got
last
some-
day.
It's
ain't it?
always.
The last show. We get to the last show. My tensions are high. I got a gut feeling that something ain't going to be right anyway. My fiance and my friends fly out.
Jeez.
All right. They fly out. They
They
fly.
ain't done nothing in a month.
they-
And then they just fly out.
They fly out. They fly out to San Diego, expecting, they like, oh shit, y'all are rock stars. They expecting to party.
Yeah.
So they go ahead of themselves, and no, it's not okay. What they did was really fucking stupid. They took a shot of Jameson in front of the bar.
Like
Hold
broad
on, hold
daylight
on. It's
outside.
It's the
a bottle
Yeah.
of Jameson.
Yeah,
Like a
bro.
On
bottle.
a sidewalk
On a
in
sidewalk.
On a
broad
plastic
daylight. They
one.
Broad
open
daylight.
up a big glass
Huge.
bottle of Jameson.
Huge bottle. And it's like tilting that bitch up. Now, that is dumb,
That's stupid.
but at the same time, it wasn't nobody in the band. You know what they did? They kicked us off the show.
The
Kicked
last
y'all
show.
off the
The
show.
last show.
Us. They didn't say, hey, your friends can't come in. Hey, we know you followed us for 11,000 miles, wasted your gas. Y'all are kicked off the show. So I went to his friend's bar down the street. He has a friend, Will Ferrell, goes into this bar all the time. Damn, I forgot the name of the bar. I'm like, he heard me talking about it. He's giving me free shots of Casa Azul and shit. Like, I know this guy. That don't sound like something that he would do. I would have just told your friends, yo, that's dumb as fuck. Put that shit up. Don't do it again. Every other bar owner I've asked I would have said, just put that shit up. Don't do it again. Now I'm learning, okay. So I'm calling Lana. Lana's like, I'm going to go talk to the guy. I'm going to go talk to him. And y'all will be, maybe we can keep them. Y'all can perform, but we can keep them out of it.
Man, he
I don't
didn't
get
talk
a,
to
I
him.
don't get a call back. So I'm sitting there for 30 minutes and I'm waiting. So I call him and I'm like, yo, what's the verdict? No, bro, y'all are off the bid. That was just stupid and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, nah, I'm not dumb. Y'all didn't want us to go and show up you in your own hometown. I've learned now. Now I get it.
It is true. We were going to do a better show than them in that bar. We were going to.
So they were just looking
we're
for a
gonna kill
reason.
it, but we gave them a reason. So there you go. That's all it. That's the only
That's
thing.
it.
Somebody-
One
Just
little
one thing.
thing.
Just one thing.
So it doesn't. We can conspiracy theory, but we gave him the
We
reason.
gave him a reason.
And when that guy told me, like, he was like, "Oh, well, I'll have somebody put you guys' stuff out real quick," and I was, I was sitting there with my legs crossed, my arms crossed. I was tired of shit.
Yep.
And I said, you know what? Why don't you shut the hell up? I'm getting my stuff out right now. And he kept trying to instigate and be antagonistic towards me. And I was like, look, buddy,
Kept shutting
it's
down
good.
every time.
You got me. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go sit on the beach. And you got to work till 2 o'clock in the morning.
Bitch.
Peace. And I went to the beach. That's what I did. Actually went back to the
Well,
hotel.
that's
Well, in a hotel, but
And
yeah.
slept. And then I spent 2 days at the beach.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know what karma is? The show was dead. Because they left, and I stayed there because I was fucked up, dude. I'm like, we done drove all the way out here, and you kicked us off the show, and I'm thinking, my band mad at me, my girl, I'm about to, like, damn, like, I'm over here sick as fuck. I'm
About
like,
to leave you in Cali.
you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I'm
riding
like,
with me, motherfucker?
I'm like, God.
From what I saw
I know
online,
Courtney ain't
I
riding with
was
me.
looking at everything afterwards.
Or Brian.
I was looking at the Instagram from the venue and seeing if anyone was tagging anything in there. They were. So there was an all girls band that was playing. I think they were underage too, but it was an all girls band that was playing.
Oh, yeah, that
they're
was one thing.
phenomenal, by the way.
Yes, mouth
So,
guard.
so yes, mouth
Mouth
guard.
guard.
They didn't want us to be there to show them up. but they got showed up anyways. Not some high schoolers, which was freaking awesome.
Yeah,
That's what they
that was
deserved.
another thing the bar
But
style said.
the high schoolers brought in their fans only. After they played, guess
They
what?
left.
Their fans, they dipped.
They don't know who
They
Sublime
didn't,
is.
they didn't care
Or
who else
Spray
was
Alley.
playing. They were only there to see their friends, and that's it.
There you go.
But
And
another
not
thing,
drink any liquor.
we networked. So the night before, I'm in San Diego. They're at Eric Wilson's house partying. I'm with my girl. I'm in San Diego's at a restaurant. I forgot what the fuck it's called. But a server
Seven?
there was coming.
Seven?
Venice, something like
I
that.
remember seeing it now.
But anyway, I go to a bar and I go to a restaurant. So I got people coming. They go and they like, where y'all at? I expected to see y'all. The first band was cool, but the second band sucked so bad I had to leave.
Yeah,
That's
had
when we were
fans
supposed to go
come
on.
down.
So when I saw who was second on the show, now I'm like, y'all were ready to, because that's their homeboy who performed in Texas with them. They had him perform for us at San Diego. He was like, I had to leave. They were bad. I was prepared to see y'all. I was ready to see y'all. I got the shit in my fucking Instagram right now.
Well, look,
Yeah.
for me, I was watching y'all's tour. I was following it, all the posts, everything. You guys were killing it. I mean, absolutely killing it. And honestly, you guys are amazing. That's from me.
Thank you.
You guys are amazing. I am so honored to have you guys in the studio, not once, but twice now.
Oh, you know we coming back.
Glad to be
Yes,
back.
sir.
Absolutely. We'll come back
Third
third
time.
time.
You guys are going to basically be co-hosts at this point.
Pretty
Hey,
much.
let's go for it. I'm
We're going
down.
to bring in other bands for y'all to interview.
We are down. That's what it is. It'll just be the interview to set up a tour. Let's see who wants to come out. Let's do it the right
Yeah, well,
way.
we
Let's
could
all
come
do
out
this
that
together as
way,
one.
getting it.
It's not just a whole. We're riding off of one person. No, everybody's in it together.
Yes.
That's what it's supposed to be like. That's
And
what it was
look-
like for us when we were out on the road and we were in all those venues. Everyone understood the musical language and the fact that we were all there to do a job.
Yep.
And we were there to chill while doing it. They
And-
love that.
And the people who don't understand that are the ones who aren't going to make it in this.
Yeah.
The ones who are all about the money, the ones who are all about, look what I can do.
Yeah. Look
You
what I
ain't-
wear.
You know, you
Yeah,
can walk
blah, blah,
around being
blah.
a nice person, or you can go buy $500 shades and not pay somebody.
That ain't me, is it?
So you guys had a hell of a tour. You guys ended your tour at the Mosh Pit, which is awesome.
Absolutely.
That's where we're going to spend this one.
yeah,
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. I'm out.
that's right.
You're out again. Now, after coming off of this tour and ending here at the Pit, like I said, do you guys have any advice for any other bands who want to embark on a multi-state, multi-day, amazing tour?
Yes. Contracts, number one.
Yeah.
Number
writing.
number two, if you already have your own dream, don't let somebody else sell you a dream. Because when you're dreaming, you're naive, you're impulsive. Everything is like, oh, tour, cool. It's easy to get caught up in that, and then they're gonna screw you over quick.
Yeah, they said that was the reason why we should be grateful and courteous and carry their shit. Because
we let them, they let us go.
They
on
let
tour.
us go on their tour.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
not
what-
nice of them.
I know, yeah,
nice.
that is true. But let me tell you, they wouldn't have picked us if we wouldn't have killed it in the masquerade that night. If we wouldn't have done such a good job that night, they would have, not said anything to us at all.
Right.
But don't, I would say, don't do an entire month either. To only do 2 weeks at a time.
Unless it's worth it. Unless it's
you
worth it.
have to do the numbers before you hit the road.
Shout out to you, Joe Warren, because last time we was here, we said, Joe, put us on the show, and the show you put us on, we went on tour. So, hey, man, I
Yeah,
appreciate
believe
it.
Thank you
big
for
dog.
that, Joe, for real.
Thank you,
Joe's a
Joe.
good dude.
Appreciate you, Joe, but I'm going to piggyback on Shep on that for the 2 weeks thing. Yeah, you want to make sure you're doing about 2 weeks anyways, because when you're thinking about making money, you also want to think about the long end on it. So you want to make sure you have merchandise that you can sell to your fans so they can remember you by it, take pictures of it, things like that. So that's why I waited 2 weeks, got some money up, got some merch for the guys, and we took that out.
Nice.
Yeah,
all,
it does
all the
good.
money I spent on the merch, we got it back after like
You got to
the
have
third
merch
show.
before you hit the road. That's
Yes.
the thing. You have to have ample stuff. Extra large, medium.
Yes.
Yeah, the
Those are
extra
the
larges
sizes.
are
Key.
the extra large are king. Yes, yes.
Extra
Because look, even when I do shirts, I normally do large, mediums, and smalls. My first run, I did way too many smalls.
Yep.
I couldn't give those freaking things away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I got the big dudes wanting. You got any double X's?
Yep.
We
Nope.
did that.
You got any triple X's? Yeah.
We did 3 and 2X on the first guitar Amin shirt, and we only have 4 left of the 3X. That will go eventually, But if you're on the road, you have to sell. You need to sell $120, $220 a night.
Yeah.
Literally.
You need to do that, and that's only 20 shirts or 10, 15 shirts. That's not a big deal.
No.
But if you sold 20 at $30 a pop, you're killing it.
Mm-hmm. That was gas.
In a night.
That was gas. $100 in shirt and merch is gas. Gas in California was like $7.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Every we turn around every minute and it was $70, half a tank.
I
And
think
then
we spent $2 for a dang Slurpee at a 7-Eleven. It was the smallest size you can get. And I'm like, y'all ain't got no large cups over here?
That is the large, sir.
get another advice wise. Get a sponsor. Have an emergency credit card.
Yes.
Check your tire pressure. Freaking do your oil change every 3,000 miles. Check your pulleys. Replace your serpentine belt. Your idler pulley.
you know
all
what
these
the
things
most
on the
important
vehicle
thing
you need to
is?
maintain.
You have to be a nice person. You have to be likable, because if you're going
Yes.
to go in, even
And
if
be
you kind of got
arrogant.
it, but if you can't just go in with that ego, you can't have a high pedestal. You got to be
You
realized
got to
that
tip your waitress.
exactly.
Right.
Yes.
You got to be humble. I mean, just
way.
You got to realize these people don't know you. You're starting off at scratch when you're going somewhere new. No one knows who you are. It doesn't matter where you came from before. They don't know you, and you have to see it that way every show you go to.
Literally.
And I will bet everyone's going to love you for that, because they're all like, oh wow, he's genuine, because you are. You're genuine because you know you're entering into something new. You're using your craft and you're doing it in a new way.
Campgrounds will save your life.
Yeah.
Bump hotels. Campground, get a hammock, cup noodles,
look. I'm gonna just say, get you a tent.
Get your
Whatever.
cup
Got a
noodles.
set of 10.
Planet Fitness. I forgot about Planet
Fitness.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah,
we
Planet Fitness
we
membership.
went to Planet Fitness to get a membership in Philly. That night was crazy too. Him and the backup bass player got into it. That's a whole nother story. But we go
Me
in.
and him, you
We
and him.
we go in to get That's because I had to have your back, motherfucker. Like I'm trying to make the peace, and then you got me heated. But anyway,
He wanted to fly back that night. Is what it was. He just had to decide whether or not he wanted to pay for it, because I wasn't going to pay for it. I was just going to drop him off at the airport and leave him there.
but Planet Fitness in Philly. We went in there to get a membership. The girl was so cool, man.
Sorry,
like
John.
she was so cool. We go in there. I'm like, hey, we're in a band. We're touring with blah blah blah. Incubus and Sublime. That was our key to everything.
Yep.
Even if
Yeah,
we weren't,
we're
it was
not
like
lying.
we were. We got
We're doing
were
the after
following.
party.
We're doing their after party.
It was the after party.
literally. So
You know?
we go in there. I'm like, can we get a membership? And she's like, look, if I charge you now, you're gonna have to pay today, and then when you go back to another one, they're gonna make you pay again double. So tonight, I'm gonna just allow y'all to shower, work out, get massages, everything for free.
Yeah.
What do we do in return? We do a little free show for them, acoustic jam outside.
Yeah, we played
Yeah, bro.
like 3
That's
songs.
cool.
It was fun.
Got free massages in there, doing a little massage
Hydro
thing.
massage,
Yeah, it was awesome, dude.
Trade your craft. Just trade it.
Yeah, this is what you do as a touring musician, and you're not on the big circuit. The bar you show up there, you get there when the bartenders get there at 3:00 in the afternoon.
Network.
You meet everybody that comes in the door in that entire night after you set your merch up. Everybody that comes in the door, you make friends with that person, and you tell them where you're from and you're going to play, and you try to buy a shot or do whatever they're doing, hanging out with them, and party all the way until you play. And tell all those people, we're here to party that night. And you do that all the way until your show's over, and then you do it the exact same thing the next night.
Yep.
You go in early when everybody gets there, you help them set chairs down and set up, just like you work at that bar. And if you make friends with everybody that comes to that door, you'll kill it. You'll sell out your merch almost every time.
And if you have a way to make a stripped down performance any way possible, make sure you have that with you. Like
Yeah.
acoustic instruments,
Bongos,
or
whatever it may be.
Some
Shakers
old
and
battery
shit.
operated PA, anything. Just
Stripped
make sure
down
you
show.
have a way to play a stripped down show, because you don't know if you're going to be like maybe stranded somewhere one day, or waiting for an oil change because you can't do it yourself. So you can go have a little busking gig on the side of the road if you wanted to.
Yep. Some just pay for the oil change.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
real.
And I liked that you were talking to the sound guy.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to tell you
Oh,
something.
we had to.
I'm
If
going
you
to tell you
don't talk to
something. Sound
you're
guy,
not gonna sound good.
sound guy can make or break your show.
That's right.
I have seen so many bands piss off the sound guy, and that's it. It's over. You may as well pack your shit and go home because you are done.
You're not going to sound good at all.
And
Oh,
don't
man,
go in
you
there.
need more of you in your monitor. What's
Yeah.
this trick? What's this trick?
Yep.
How about now?
Yep.
Didn't do a damn thing.
Click, click, click. Yeah.
Well, and that's just the thing too. Is just like it's like Shep said. You know that these guys show up with 2, 4, 12 or 410 cabs, and they got the massive bass
Yeah.
Ampeg rig, and they got the big subwoofer
And
for the
it's-
keyboard.
They set it all up and then they leave. And they don't
then
talk to anyone.
They don't sound check, which that drives
and
me crazy.
don't sound check. Jeez.
I don't
Every
see
They,
that.
don't
room
even,
is
they
different.
didn't even communicate with the sound guy to know when they need to come back to sound check.
Or show up at the venue. They're asking us, hey, what time are they showing up?
Yep.
They usually show up between 3 or 7, so just be ready. They're like,
Yeah.
What
They
are we
had,
supposed to do with
in the,
that?
In the meantime, they're cool with us because we're already there.
We're there hanging out.
Yeah, we're there
setting
helping.
up,
We're moving, carrying cases of beer in with them, helping them do shit. You know what I'm saying? They're like, I carried like 2 sets of chairs for the Lily Max in Sunnyvale, right?
Yep.
And that bartender gave us a $300 tab
Yep.
because I moved 4 chairs.
Yep.
I mean, we all ate food and we all drank the
drank.
entire amount. The dude, he said, "Live it up."
Yep.
pretty much.
That's all he said to me. And
He
then
never
we stayed
cut
up
me
there.
off. He was like,
No,
I
not at
don't
all.
care how much y'all have. It don't matter. Y'all are good.
Yeah,
Steve in Ohio,
Stephen
bro,
O'Hara's a man.
awesome.
killer.
For one, they got into it because they thought their shit got stolen, and it really didn't get stolen.
No, they were just bullshit.
They would just sign a $200 check and get the fuck out of my face type shit, which is rude. Steve is like, y'all can come back whenever you want. He's pouring up like top shelf shots of tequila.
Yeah, he wants to put us in a house and everything.
Yeah,
He
and-
does real estate and stuff, so he's got houses. And like, do you think Spray and them made friends with the people like that? Fuck no, they didn't make.
He
friends
invites
like
us to
that.
his house. He's like, y'all are drinking.
Yeah, he's
drink some
like-
kombucha.
He said, "Come back in the morning. We'll have lunch."
Yeah.
and the next day
He gives
you
us
know?
milk thistle pills because we're drinking. He gives us ginger, water with lemon. He's
Glade
like,
spray.
y'all need to take care of your body. Yeah.
For breeze, for the van. I mean, good. Really, just awesome people. Like,
Yeah.
really, the most beautiful people on the planet.
Yes.
Every person I met was either a musician or an artist,
Yep.
or just like
Beautiful period.
just awesome.
Like,
That didn't get old.
no.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
and I'll take that from that is when I go out there, because I know what I put in my own karma bank, I'm going to continue to meet people like me.
Damn right.
Yeah.
So
Spring, Texas, we met a lady. She came up to our booth. God, I forgot her name. Y'all might be able to help me out. She
What?
comes up to our booth. Beautiful spirit. And I'm like,
the lady with the
yeah, she comes
The
up.
studio?
No, not the studio lady. She was like, tells us her story.
She had that
She
disease.
survived like stage 3 pancreatic cancer.
pancreatic.
Oh, yeah.
Don't even know who we are at all, but just loves us. And it's like, I can't wait to see y'all perform tonight. So at the show, guess who's front and center while we're performing?
Yep.
Right there.
Yeah.
Man,
Her
it
and
was
her husband.
beautiful. We're hugging everybody. They're just like, I can't wait for y'all to come back. I can't wait for you. Welcome to St. Louis. Welcome to Philly. Welcome to Michigan.
Texas,
You're welcome to
everywhere.
Texas.
Yeah.
Everywhere, man. It was. Everybody signed our book. Our book is full of like Ohio, Michigan, Phoenix. It's amazing, bro.
Yeah.
Very grateful. Very humbling. A lot of lessons learned. So again, got to be grateful for it. But at the same time, now we know not to trust these people. You got to keep an arm's length. It's okay to make connections and make relationships, but all right, you ain't my friend.
Yep.
It's a business relationship right now. Because I see
no shit.
money does a lot. I'm telling you, man, money will make people do some real ugly things if you got an ugly soul.
Yep.
Definitely.
Yep. Guys, I am so glad y'all are back. I'm glad everything went as smooth as it could. No crazy, terrible things.
Big Betty made it back. We good.
Yeah,
right.
the band made it.
And you guys are just killing it. What's on the game plan? What's the future hold for you guys?
Well, we got Furnace 41 next Saturday.
Next Saturday.
We go to Talladega the Thursday after that, and after that, we're probably just gonna probably set up another tour to go back out to probably Ohio, Michigan.
Okay.
They want us back out there bad.
Cool.
Yeah, they've been
Yeah.
messaging me for like all the people we met in Ohio. They're all like, hey, when y'all coming back? When y'all coming back?
Yeah,
and I was like, we'll be
Akron's
back.
where the Black Keys come from, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's like their hometown. So there's a lot of musically inclined people out there.
So much support. So from
Yeah.
everybody. Like it was beautiful, dude.
Cool. Well, guys, thank y'all again. Where can everybody find you on socials?
Facebook, Elamine Vibes with an S. Instagram, Elamine_music. If y'all don't know how to spell Elamine, it's ELAMIN. Our website is elemenop.org, ELAMINOP.org. And yeah,
We're on Spotify, Apple Tunes. I mean, anything you can think, we're on there. Except Twitter.
And
we
Gotta
got
get on
the
Twitter,
bar.
man.
Gotta get on Twitter.
we got one. It just don't. I don't. Man, yeah. Well, I mean,
What's
we
Twitter?
got a TikTok too, but I ain't trying to sell my soul.
What's TikTok?
Dude, y'all could do some killer TikToks right here in the studio.
That we could, man.
Wait, do you have TikTok?
I do not. I do not. I'm stopping at Instagram, dude. I fought Instagram forever.
See? I mean,
But
if
no.
you had a TikTok, we'll come out here and we'll do TikToks for you.
Absolutely.
But no, thanks,
Support
brother.
this. We support this for sure.
Thanks for having us. Again, shout out to you, Eric Wilson. Shout out to you, Lyle, Punch. We appreciate you. Them other two fuckers can go fuck off somewhere. It is what it is. Y'all got a bad taste in my mouth, but hey, thank you so much, brother.
You don't need
Thank
two
you, man.
cabinets.
I don't have
I had 112 Mesa Rectiverb, and it was killer. And I didn't even turn it up halfway. I mean,
Winter Wolf, Eye of the Wolf.
Hey,